Today we will discover the best cycling routes here in Sikkim. So you can join me as I navigate through the stunning landscape of Sikkim, where every pedal stroke brings a new adventure, from breathtaking viewpoints to charming local encounters. So let's discover Sikkim together. So today is day 412 of Chandigarh to Australia cycling trip and third day of cycling in Sikkim. Today we are starting from Gangtok and we'll go to South Sikkim, Namchi. I had been staying here with a very kind-hearted person who is a sociology professor from Sikkim Manipal University. So for 3 days, I waited here for Cycle Yatri to join me, and I kept editing my videos so that I don't have to worry while cycling here in Sikkim. So during this time, Roshan, Pema and Binoji, they showed me lots of love and care. Now it was 7:30 and it was the time to say them goodbye and hit the road. Cycle Yatri and I began our journey. As you might have seen in the previous video, Gangtok is a city which is perched on very steep hills. Whether you are cycling like us or you are driving, it is impossible to move through these streets without burning something, either your fat while cycling or your brake pads and clutch plates while driving. जान लग रही है यार. Here, brake failure is not only the inconvenience, it can be fatal. Being the capital city of Sikkim, Gangtok houses all the important offices, showrooms, major branches and headquarters to government departments. I notices that local lives a very simple life. They prefer walking for short distances and take taxis for traveling within the city. Let me share something interesting. I really like Sikkim's innovative method of making the milestones in the mountain cities. Other states with the mountain area, they could learn something from here. It's particularly helpful in busy hill cities. Here in Gangtok, you will find roads steep. They made me wonder how I would ever cycle up them. So Tashi viewpoint sits at an altitude of 1650 meters, while our starting point was about 1200 meters. So both Cycle Yatri and I mentally prepared ourselves for the climb today, but a diversion with the help of a policeman who guided us. We took the straight road which is called as Indira Bypass. This turned out to be the best advice. I recommend this road to anyone cycling to Tashi viewpoint and North Sikkim. Take this road, it will be very easy. I was pleasantly surprised by how easy it was to ride on this road, though it was broken at few places. This route completely changed my fear about cycling on Sikkim's or Gangtok steep hills. Apart from some traffic and damaged sections, it was quite enjoyable. At some point, I looked back and I could not see Cycle Yatri.
Don't know where is Prashant. I cannot see him behind. Let's wait.
Here is what happened.
चिपक गया ब्रेक, देखो ये दिख रहा है ना? चिपक गया मतलब? ये हाँ स्टक हो रहा है. हाँ नीचे नहीं जा रहा है. ऑयल डाल देते हैं, अभी हो जाएगा ठीक है.
I spotted a friendly city dog sitting by the roadside when I offered him biscuits.
खा लो खा लो.
I noticed something unique about Sikkim's dog.
Till the time I will be standing here, he'll not eat. Package.
Around this time, I discovered how iskus grows on these vines. The vegetable was readily available everywhere.
How this is grown. Now I know where from we can get it and how to cook. Very nice.
I noticed how seriously Sikkim's people take road safety. So there was this small kid going to school in his school uniforms, but he was wearing a helmet even while standing and waiting for his father to pick him up.
Hi, good morning.
Nearby, I saw a traffic man in the blue uniform who was managing the traffic. I stood there observing people.
These are the locals going to school or work. This is how the taxis are parked here. So there is a place, helipad and the Mandir colony. Charges are 20 rupees. That is written on the taxi itself.
Another cute dog came up and started sniffing my bags.
भूख लगी है बेबी? ये लो, ये लो, खाओगे? खाने? रुको. Come. ये लो बेबी. Very good. Eat, eat. ये बात.
All this time, Cycle Yatri was waiting for me at the next turn. I saw two women picking something from the iskus vines.
आप इसका क्या करेंगे? मैम इसका सब्जी बनेगा? तो इसका सब्जी बन जाता है. Very good.
A little ahead, we found a shop displaying bicycles. They rent them out on a rate of 750 rupee per day. Cycle Yatri wanted to get this brakes fixed. Though he did not get a proper solution, it was just some quick fix and he had to pay 200 rupee for those efforts. From here, the ride became a mix of uphill and downhill stretches. Gradually, the climb became steeper at certain points. We came across a beautiful spot with a panoramic view of the valley and the city near the Sikkim helipad. It was 10:30 and we were hungry, so we had muri, puffed rice that I bought previous day while cycling to Sikkim, along with a hot coffee. After riding for another 40 minutes, we reached a beautiful waterfall which was decorated with the prayer flags. Though the road was badly damaged here due to water, it was one of the most beautiful spots on the route between Sikkim and Tashi viewpoint. We took photos of each other with the water stream in the background and spent some time enjoying the beauty and the ambience of this place. Let me share the natural sounds so you can experience this place too. With each pedal stroke, we gained altitude. The buildings around us were painted in traditional styles.
That is the road above where I have to reach, and on the top of that mountain will be the Tashi viewpoint.
Hibiscus vines were everywhere. This is a very common and a popular vegetable here. This was the season when cherry trees were blossoming, their pink flowers visible throughout Sikkim.
And it's a temple nearby.
Listen to the natural sound and imagine being here. Another example of Sikkim's hospitality was waiting to surprise us. As we passed a hotel, the security and the service staff stopped us to offer some refreshments.
Thanda pani, cold water. We have, but thank you so much you asked. It's really nice of you. Thanks a lot.
But that was not all. While climbing a steep turn, we saw two young men standing near a Royal Enfield. I said hello as we passed, and then they called us from behind.
जी हाँ जी
मेरा ऊपर होटल है
ओके
है ना, तो आप ताशी व्यू पॉइंट आप वहाँ रेस्ट कर लेना।
ताशी
हाँ, प्रीशा होटल एंड रिजॉर्ट्स करके है, हाँ हेडक्वार्टर के सामने।
गुड खाना भी मिलता है
हाँ 3.5। आप बस मेरा नाम ले देना, मैं ओनर हूँ।
व्हाट्स योर गुड नेम
अंकित।
अमित
अंकित अंकित
मेरा नाम अमित
हाय।
नाइस मीटिंग नाइस टू मीट यू प्रशांत
आप प्लीज उनसे बोल देना।
प्रीशा होटल है ताशी व्यू पॉइंट पे। जी जी हम ढूंढ ही रहे थे।
आप है ना होटल चलिए,
हाँ
आते हैं ना।
ओह परफेक्ट परफेक्ट साउंड्स ग्रेट व्हाट्स योर गुड नेम
उमेश।
उमेश अमित थैंक यू
I think there is something special in Sikkim's air. Not just the local Sikkim people, but even those from other parts of India are incredibly kind here. It shows that people across India are helpful and kind-hearted. What do you think about it? You can write that in the comment section. A little ahead, we reached a diversion where Gangtok city was 5 kilometers away and Siliguri is 128 kilometers. There was a school just above the signboard that is written Shanai Sikkim. We saw another signboard showing a distance Chungthang 91 km, Mangan 63 km, Nathula Pass 55 km, Somgo Lake 39 km. So this was when Cycle Yatri's bicycle developed another issue beside the brakes. Now his pedal was giving trouble. We would have to ride across Sikkim with both the problems. From this point onwards, there was a steep climb to Tashi viewpoint. We knew that it wouldn't be easy, so we were taking breaks at few hundred meters. While resting at one such point, I saw a wild cat in a house balcony. It was standing on the wall and it was so big, and look at the body posture and the way she's waving its tail. It was in attacking position. But what was it trying to attack?
This must be the leopard. This is not a cat. Cats are not that big. And look at the way he is moving his tail and he is in attacking position. He's focused. Oh my god, it's not a cat. It's a wild cat.
When asked the locals about it, their answer was surprising.
ये जंगली बिल्ली वाइल्ड कैट है ना, तेंदुआ बोलते हैं इसको। वो देखो बालकनी में।
नहीं वो घर का है।
घर का है, बिल्ला है इतना बड़ा।
ये तो छोटा है भैया, इतना बड़ा बड़ा होगा इधर।
बड़ा इससे बड़ा बड़ा होता है।
बिल्ली इससे बड़ी होती है इधर।
इससे बड़ा होता है।
There could be 4 cats out of this one cat, or 5 or 6. It's huge, man.
Those from North India would know this is not how the cats looks. Umesh Bhai come on his Royal Enfield and invited us again on the way to his hotel. I saw a building with thousands of prayer flags. There were also many signboards at the diversion indicating the famous tourist spot, including a bird sanctuary, wildlife sanctuary and a temple. We arrived at Tashi viewpoint, which served as an important junction. Straight ahead lead to Pakyong, left goes to the North Sikkim, and if you take the U-turn upwards, it will take you to South Sikkim. Umesh bhai welcomed us very warmly to his hotel, where we had a delightful conversation over a delicious meal.
खाना बहुत बहुत बढ़िया है, एकदम स्वादिष्ट। मजा आ गया। पनीर वनीर मिल जाए ना साइकिलिस्ट के लिए वो भी हम जैसे वेजिटेरियन साइकिलिस्ट के लिए।
It felt like a meeting between two fellow travelers. Umesh bhai himself is a very enthused rider.
वहाँ से फिर रन अगले नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग इधर।
Amazing. Your longest kilometer non-stop in one go, how much?
अब वही देख ली अयोध्या से है ना सिलीगुड़ी।
How many kilometers it was? 950.
फिर मैं सीधा इधर ही आ गया था, नीचे सिलीगुड़ी भाग गया।
They run a very premium property which is called at Parisha, powered by Dolkar Hotel. Umesh bhai gave us a tour of the property. I was impressed to discover this premium establishment right in front of Tashi viewpoint. It's a magnificent 6-story building featuring a restaurant, cafeteria, rooftop bar, party hall, lounge and premium rooms. The property offers a breathtaking views. From one side you can see the panoramic view of Gangtok city and the entire valley, while the other side treats you with the spectacular viewpoint of Kanchenjunga peak. I can honestly say that the views from this property were absolutely stunning, making it a worthwhile place to stay. Looking at this luxurious property, I realized it was beyond my usual budget, and I felt fortunate to meet Ankit and Umesh, who gave us the opportunity to experience it.
हर घर से कोई ना कोई गवर्नमेंट जॉब में होगा, ऐसा मैंने सुना है। यहाँ तुमने बेगर्स ही नहीं देखे होंगे मेरे हिसाब से तो।
नहीं,
सारे है ना प्रॉपर गियर में घूम रहे होंगे
With helmet?
हाँ विद हेलमेट। यहाँ पे आप स्प्लेंडर, पैशन, इस तरह का जो टू व्हीलर वो दिखेगा ही नहीं
है।
मैंने यहाँ पे बहुत ट्राई किया, यहाँ पे है ना कोई भी छोटा व्हीकल नहीं है।
स्कूटर ही रखते हैं।
स्कूटर है, लेकिन बाइक भी होगा तो छोटा बाइक नहीं मिलेगा आपको, बड़ा बाइक होगा।
We left our bicycles at the Parisha Hotel and climbed the stairs to reach the top of Tashi viewpoint. So Tashi viewpoint is a popular tourist spot recommended by everyone, including Sujoy, with whom I met while I was climbing the Darjeeling mountains.
Okay, please go to Tashi viewpoint at 5 o'clock in the morning. You'll see the range of Kanchenjunga just in front of you.
10 रुपीज़ का है?
एक आदमी का 10 रुपीज़।
जी जी।
Tourists flocks here to witness the panoramic views of the Himalayan mountains range, including the majestic Kanchenjunga, the world's third highest peak. Tourists can shop souvenirs and photographers will particularly enjoy the lounge on the first floor. Climbing to the next floor rewards you with even more panoramic views. This spot is located at 8 kilometers from Gangtok city and on an altitude of 1650 meters. The best time to visit is early in the morning so that you can witness the sunrise casting its golden glow on the snow-capped mountain peaks. Near this location, tourists can also visit the Ganesh temple, also known as Ganesh Tok, Hanuman Tok. These all are situated near to Tashi viewpoint. So December is particularly beautiful as pink cherry trees blossom everywhere. After visiting Tashi viewpoint, we returned to Parisha Hotel to bid farewell to Ankit bhai and Umesh bhai.
थैंक यू जी। मिलेंगे।
अभी कहाँ का प्लान है आपको?
अभी हम लोग देखो कितना कवर कर पाते 2 घंटे में।
Our next destination was Namchi in South Sikkim. This route involved another climb reaching its highest point at 1925 meters, followed by a steep descent. The road passed through numerous villages, offering beautiful views of pink cherry trees.
All cherry trees are blossoming. Amazing view.
While the road conditions were not ideal, the warmth of the locals more than made up for it.
Hello.
Despite having limited confidence in my bicycle brakes, I thoroughly enjoyed the downhill ride. As we continued our journey, we passed through another village. Pongthong is a small village with incredibly warm-hearted people.
हेलो। दे दो चलाओ साइकिल। चलाओ। See, there are many.
Though while riding with another rider can be fun, but it sometimes limits your freedom. For instance, Cycle Yatri wanted to stop to edit and upload his Instagram reels.
Very good.
Prashant is so busy in editing and uploading the reel that he is not bothered about these dogs. We are barking on him, telling him, "Go away! You cannot stand here." But this man, he is not bothered. Though I initially saw no reason to stop, but soon I found one. I met a young child who was eager to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which he did. BEAST. Okay, LING beta. I'm having a new subscriber. But that was not the highlight. What happened next was even more touching. ये paper soap है. Wash कर सकते हैं. What's your name? Rihan. Amit. Thank you. This boy came and first he subscribed the channel and now he has given me the paper soap. That's so sweet. Time is 4:30 and we are entering to Phambonglo Wildlife Sanctuary. Look at the kind of entry. So after a fantastic downhill ride through farmland, we encountered another steep uphill. After enjoying down for a few kilometers, I reached to this place where we literally have to push. Look at me, standing, pushing.
All the best!
Thank you. Then he's pushing it there. First time on this journey. After that push on that climb, it was so tough, so difficult that both of us are still walking because we have no energy left. No energy left. We cannot even have the energy to get onto the bicycle because elevation is very the ride. I think we should take 5 minutes rest. Yeah. We should. So this was the second time Cycle Yatri fell behind. Still behind. Did not come. What happened? Shall I go and check? Getting on the bicycle now and started riding there. Okay, looks fine. This is the bird sanctuary and we are almost in between 2-3 kilometers to get out of this place. And this time it was due to his bicycle's third mechanical issue of the day. What happened?
मौसम बहुत अच्छा है लेकिन
Okay.
बहुत ज़्यादा और पिछले टायर से कुछ आवाज़ भी आ रही है. Let's see.
Let's go and see at a place. अभी रुक जाते हैं.
ये ब्रेक की तो आवाज़ नहीं आ रही है.
एक पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट पे आ रही है, हर जगह पे नहीं है. व्हील टेढ़ा हुआ लगता है, कहीं टकरा रहा है. एक गैप के बाद एक पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट पर है. It shows that. We found this locality, thought to stay and stop here, but continuing. Let's go a little further. It's only 4:50. Something big happened, seems.
I don't know किस चीज़ के सामने.
Not a big deal. It's a minor thing. So by 5:30 p.m. darkness had fallen as we arrived at Phambonglo Wild Sanctuary, which we had been crossing from some time. I spotted a stupa by the roadside. While crossing a bridge over a water stream, something unexpected occurred.
फिर आलस आता है. गिरा है कहा था मैंने.
देखा क्या? तो मैं लाइट को बढ़ाता हूँ, आप देखो. चेक.
बढ़िया लेकिन मेरे लिए उतनी बढ़िया.
इधर से शुरू करो.
हाँ?
यहाँ से शुरू करो.
देखो नीचे की तरफ.
ये लो. नो, उधर जाओ सेंटर में. We were searching for something that had fallen and we were not aware of. So those two boys on the motorcycle arrived and they informed us that they have seen something in the middle of the road at that bridge entrance. It turned out to be Cycle Yatri's fallen paddle. They also warned us about potential dangers ahead.
इधर रात को मत घूमना, भालू निकलता है इधर.
अभी तो शाम हुई है, इतनी जल्दी निकलेगा?
हिमालयन ब्लैक बियर. अभी शाम नहीं, अभी 5:23.
हाँ.
अभी यहाँ से कितने कोई अगला गांव शहर कितने किलोमीटर के बाद आएगा?
अगला गांव इट्स अराउंड 10 किलोमीटर्स.
जो अगला गांव आएगा वहाँ जंगल खत्म हो जाएगा.
In the sky, that's the moon looking beautiful. So as I was cycling along the road, I spotted a temple that looked like a possible place to spend that night. However, Cycle Yatri was not convinced and gave his reason for refusing the idea. क्या हाल है भाजी? चंगा?
भाई साहब इतने दिन से ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं लेकिन ये जो ट्रैवल है ना बहुत स्पेशल वाला है क्योंकि एकदम ये पूरा वाइल्ड लाइफ वाला एरिया तो चल ही रहा है और वो भी हमको कह रहे हैं कि भाई क्यों चल रहे हो. तो समझदारी इसी में कि आगे कोई देखेंगे स्टे. हालांकि हमने सोचा था यहाँ स्टे करें लेकिन यहाँ पे थोड़ा पानी वानी का इशू है इसलिए हमें आगे जाना पड़ेगा. तो चलते हैं आगे, नहीं तो यहाँ भी रुक सकते थे.
A little further ahead, we came across a roadside shed and that seemed like a good option. So we are thinking to sleep inside this And let's go and check. That's the family over there. Prashant is going to ask if there's an issue or not. I'm holding his bicycle and it's very difficult to hold two with one hand. Somebody has come out.
भैया हम लोग ऑल इंडिया
He's saying there's no animal.
बता नहीं सकेगा।
अच्छा वो भी मतलब हो भी सकता है, चांसेस है।
Okay. हो सकता है आए, हो सकता ना आए, तो think positive. इतना टेंशन थोड़ा ना लेना है।
दो लोग हैं। ऐसा चाहते हो तो भैया से परमिशन नीचे की ले लो।
क्या मतलब?
नीचे वो जो स्पेस है वहाँ कैंप लगाने की।
वो तो उनके ऊपर है, परमिशन दे ना दे. So we decided to stop there for that night, but then Prashant asked a rather worrying question: is there a risk of wild animals around here? And the answer we got made him a bit uneasy about staying in that spot.
कुत्ता भूख जाएगा ना,
हाँ।
मालूम हो जाएगा।
और रात को टेंट से बाहर मत निकलो, खाने का सामान अंदर टेंट में मत रखो, बेसिक रूल है. टेंशन किस बात की भाई? और क्या, खाने का सामान बाहर रखो बस.
इतना ज्यादा तो टेंशन नहीं है।
ठीक है ठीक है। ये आगे आगे कोई और भी कोई बड़ा गांव है भाई? ऐसे छोटे गांव ही मिलेंगे
ऐसे ही गाँव।
अच्छा ठीक है ठीक है।
हॉस्पिटल
बड़ी सी जगह है आगे कोई?
नहीं आगे तो ये स्कूल है, पंचायत घर है, लेकिन वो ताला लगा के चला जाएगा ना।
अगले गांव में?
हाँ
तो वहाँ कुछ मिलेगा रुकने को?
हाँ ऐसा बस स्टॉप वगैरह कुछ ना कुछ तो होगा इस प्लेस में। क्या बोलते हो?
So from my past journeys, I have learned something important. I never chase the second and the third option if the first one is decent. It often leads to unnecessary struggles and regrets. So with that in mind, we made up our minds to spend that night under that shed. पानी का आपसे बोतल भर लेंगे
हाँ ठीक है।
और आपका बाथरूम सुबह यूज कर सकते हैं? ठीक है जी. आपका नाम क्या है? कैलाश. मेरा नाम अमित और ये प्रशांत. Thank you, जी. As we started planning how to pitch our tents and how to lock our bicycles under that shed, Kailash Bhai unexpectedly returned, and this time he had a generous offer for us. आप कह रहे नीचे आपके साथ सो जाएं? वहाँ है जगह इतना?
थैंक यू।
है कैलाश भाई?
हाँ
है जगह नीचे इतना? किसी को तकलीफ नहीं होनी चाहिए?
नहीं
आपने तो कमाल ही कर दिया.
That's all I have. That's all we want actually in that video also.
कमाल हो गया जी. चलो भाई आप चलो आगे, हम आपको फॉलो कर लेंगे. कहना चाहेंगे कैलाश भाई के लिए क्या हुआ?
मैं सिर्फ ये कहना चाहूंगा कि मैं इतने दिन से ट्रैवल कर रहा हूँ.
आहो.
यकीन मानो आप, जो हमारा पूरा देश है ना,
आहा.
ठीक है 0.1% का हर जगह आप कह सकते हैं, तो बहुत ज़्यादा लवेबल पीपल. और आज हमने ये जो रास्ता चुना है ना गाँव वाला, जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ त्यागी भाई की वजह से, वो इसलिए चुना है कि लेट्स चेक हाउ द पीपल ऑफ गाँव के लोग कैसे.
चलो फिर.
हाउ द विलेजर्स.
His house was located about 15 feet below the road, so we had to carry our bicycles down on a set of stairs. Namaste. My bicycle is much heavier than the bicycle of Cycle Yatri, so getting it down on those stairs was not exactly easy. But with some efforts, I managed.
मैं हेल्प करूँ? नहीं बिल्कुल रिस्क मत लेना, वेट ज़्यादा है, आराम से. इधर आराम से छोड़ो ना, फ्रंट पे सीढ़ियाँ खत्म हो रही है. That's good. Very good. Awesome.
आगे जाना है पीछे।
आराम से सीधा रखो उसे. Very nice. That's all. All set. That's all. मेरी साइकिल लेके घूम रहा है. That's all. That's all we have.
Oh goodness. ये तो बहुत अच्छा है.
Thank you so much.
जी.
Thank you so much.
कमाल कर दिया आपने. Once we reached their house, Kailash Bhai and Manju Bahini warmly welcomed us. They went the extra mile by letting us lock our bicycles safely inside their kitchen and even offered us hot water to drink. बहनी इसमें भी. मैं सही बोल रहा हूँ ना? बहनी बोलते हैं ना बहन को?
So 8 मार्च को निकला था, मुझे एक साल में पूरा खत्म करना है. So ये मुझे यही मिल गए थे गैंगटॉक में. ये भी ऑल ओवर इंडिया कर रहे हैं.
जगह जगह तो चला सकते हो.
हाँ, लगातार नहीं चला सकते.
मुबारक हो, चढ़ाई मिली और
चढ़ना पड़ेगा, चढ़ेंगे.
So this kind hospitality turned what could have been a tough evening into a cozy and a comfortable one, and that's how our day came to end peacefully. The expenses of the day: breakfast was given by Binod Bhai and Roshan. For quick snacks, we had muri with coffee, which costed us 60 rupee. Lunch was generously offered by Umesh and Ankit Bhai. So the total expenses of the day were just 60 rupees. What did I learn today? Learning of the day is embrace the journey journey with gratitude and flexibility. So the kindness of strangers and the beauty of nature can turn any challenge into a memorable experience. Always stay prepared, stay curious, and appreciate the things comes along on the way. So if you like this kind of a story of mine, then subscribe to the channel World Wanderer Cycling on a Budget and hit the bell icon so that you get the notifications of my videos first. I have taken you on a tour of Gangtok city and how did I climb the most difficult part of Ranipul to Gangtok journey. That is a video about lots of information and struggle of mine while cycling to Sikkim. So I'm giving you the link of this video here. After the video you can click on that and watch, and those who have supported me on my journey, their names are given here. You can say them thank you on my behalf. That's all for now. Take care of yourself. We will meet soon with a new story of a new day from Sikkim. Till then, bye bye.